Hey y'all, it's Bear, and today is a very special day. It is my birthday, and it is also National Teddy Bear Day. I'm turning 25 years old today. Is it too early to be having a quarter life crisis or too late? I can't decide, but I feel like I'm somewhere in between both of those. Anyway, I wanted to say first of all, thank you to everyone who has wished me a happy birthday. Thank you to everyone who has sent kind and thoughtful things. Thank you to everyone who supported my channel throughout the years. I really appreciate it. As you can see behind me, I have my teddy bears here. My name is Bear. It's National Teddy Bear Day. So what are we going to do today? We're going to talk about a spooky teddy bear book called They Threw Us Away by Daniel Kraus. So this is going to be kind of a 5 reasons to read video. As always, I'm going to link my friend Audrey from the channel Perpetual Pages downstairs because they were the first one I ever saw do a 5 reasons to read video. I believe they originated it. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am, so go check out Audrey's channel down below. And I guess that I would pitch this as like if Tim Burton directed Toy Story. So in this book we follow 5 teddy bears led by Buddy, who is our protagonist right here on the front of the cover, and they wake up in this dump, trapped in their boxes. And they realize that they've been thrown away. They don't live on the shelves in the stores anymore, where they've been waiting for children to take them home. They've been tossed. So because the teddy bears crave this thing called the forever sleep, which is whenever a child chooses the teddy bear and then hugs them, they kind of lose their consciousness. They can rest peacefully. Until then, the teddy bears will not find peace until they find a child to love them. They decide to journey out of the dump to see if they can find children. I really love this book. I gave it 5 stars, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons to read it. First is that this follows one of my favorite tropes, which is kind of the 5-man band. You have 5 characters who all fall into very specific archetypes, but they're all very different. So you have Buddy, who is our hero. He's our protagonist. He's our everyman, who's the leader. You have Horace, who's a little quieter and doesn't want to adventure because he's scared to leave the dump. You have Sugar, who we will get into Sugar in a little bit, but Sugar is very sweet and innocent, and we want to protect Sugar. You have Sunny, she wants to be the hero. She's like the go-getter, like, I'm gonna save everyone. And you have Reginald, who is very smart and tactical and likes to think things through. So the fact that you have all of these different archetypes, but done through like a teddy bear lens, is very, very interesting, and I really enjoyed it. The second reason to read this book is like the teddy bear physiology. This is very nerdy of me, I guess, but I like gore in books, right? We all know that I like a good amount of gore. There's not any real gore in this book because they're teddy bears. They're full of stuffing. They don't have like organs other than like a silk heart inside of them. So while the teddies do often get hurt and get injured, it doesn't ever feel too intense for children because ultimately this is a middle grade novel. You have characters who have their legs ripped off and it's replaced with like a plastic fork that they can walk on. You have characters who have pieces of their ears ripped off and then they leak stuffing. You have characters who are sliced open and have to be stitched back up with ribbon. It's very gruesome in a way that I, as an adult, enjoyed reading, and I think that it would not be too extreme for children, but as an adult, it's like feels kind of super fucked up, especially when you take into account the character of Sugar. This is not a spoiler because it happens pretty early on in the book, almost immediately after we meet Sugar, but her box is labeled as damaged. Her head is kind of squished in, so Sugar is very childlike because of this. Sugar sees the world differently, so that's proof right there that physical things that happen to the bears do have legitimate effects on them. Sugar, just, my god, Sugar was one of the darkest parts of this book. Number 3, I really liked the little backstories that we get throughout the book. Reginald is kind of the older, wiser bear, and throughout the book he tells the other Furrington teddies the story of the mother and Proto. Proto being the first Furrington teddy that was ever made, and Mother being the creator of the Furrington teddies. We learn how the Furrington teddies became to be mass-produced, how they came to be in stores instead of just handmade handmade things by the mother. And then also seeing the way that the characters reflect on these stories and decide that they want to embody the true meaning of a Furrington teddy was really, really impactful. So I do think the backstory of the Furrington teddies and the kind of story within a story that we get is very interesting and does a good job throughout the book of kind of carrying the character arcs along. The fourth thing I like in this book, it is legitimately scary, looking at the world through the eyes of teddy bears who have never left the comfort of their boxes on store shelves, learning what seagulls are and why seagulls want to rip them apart, learning about the dump, learning about cars that can run you over. Looking at this through the lens of an innocent little teddy bear was so much darker than I thought it would be. I knew this book was going to be dark and kind of scary, but I wasn't expecting it to be so dark and make me feel things that it would bring me to tears, both in sadness and empathy and discomfort. And number 5, I think you should read this book because of the illustrations. Rowena Kai is one of my favorite artists currently working. If you're not aware, she illustrated the cover for A Lot's Way. Physically, this is a beautiful book. So here we have Buddy, Sunny, Sugar, Horace on the spine, and then Reginald on the back. So if the cover's not enough to convince you. So that's the first picture, Buddy waking up in the dump, Sunny in her armor. These are the teddy bears finding a toy store to go back to. I'm not going to tell you which teddy that is, but that's the teddy being carried away and ripped apart by a seagull. I think that Rowena Kai's illustrations do such a beautiful job of carrying this story as well and really just being so unnerving. Her artwork is so unnerving and it makes me feel uncomfortable, and I think that just works for this story. Kai's artwork for this book specifically blends the 3 main genres of the book very well and in a very organic sense. I would say that the 3 main genres of They Threw Us Away are dark fantasy, whimsy, fairy tale-ish, and horror. So those are 5 reasons I think you should read They Threw Us Away. I just thought this would be cute because my name's Bear and it's National Teddy Bear Day, and this is a book that I read recently about teddy bears. Fun fact, my name was almost Teddy. I almost picked Teddy for my name instead of Bear. Yeah, I hope you read it. I enjoyed it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and I definitely plan on picking up more from Daniel Kraus in the future. That's all I have for this video today. If you enjoyed it, let me know you did by leaving a thumbs up and subscribing and hitting the bell and sharing and all of that shit, as well as answering the comment question of the day. I have 2 comment questions of the day. Number 1, if you would be interested in seeing this continue and become a tradition of me reviewing bear-related books on my birthday, let me know which ones you would like to see. I have a couple of titles in mind, but let me know which ones specifically you would like to see me do. And number 2, I want you to Google what weird national holiday is your birthday. Like I said, mine's National Teddy Bear Day. I know there are some really strange ones out there, so let me know what weird holiday your birthday falls on. And if you don't have time, you don't have the spoons, you don't have an answer, or you don't want to answer, let me know you made it all the way until the end of the video by leaving me an emoji, preferably a yellow heart or a smiley face emoticon, but also leave me a bear emoji or a birthday cake emoji downstairs, just for the special occasion. My social media links and everything and everyone I've mentioned will be linked downstairs, as well as places you can support me further if you so choose. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful whatever it is, wherever you are. I will see you next time with another video. Thank you for watching. Okay, cool. Bye. Happy birthday to me. I'm 25 now.